Hi guys, in this episode I'm going to chat about the two main reasons I believe people fail in property investing and developing. My name's Adam Panisi. I help educate people on how to get into property development and property investment using the skills and tricks I've learned over the last 11 years doing it myself. So the two main things I believe is, number one, why people don't succeed in property investing. Number one, they don't have the knowledge. The second one, why they don't succeed, my top two, number two is they don't have the belief. So it's one thing to have the knowledge, it's the second thing to actually have the belief and then apply it. So I'll just touch on the first one, not having the right knowledge. I think there's so much white noise in the media and especially in the internet now about gurus teaching property investing or other property people wanting to get you in and to buy some project marketing or project marketed piece of crap and overpay for it. So it's one thing to have the knowledge. So I believe I can provide people with the knowledge to be able to do property development and investment and do it right, do it properly. Then there's the number two, which is the belief, actually applying it. So it's one thing to have the knowledge. So yeah, but having the knowledge to be a property developer, but there's no point in having the knowledge if you actually don't have the belief. Now with belief comes action. So belief, I believe, is actually most of what you need to make it in really any investment. But I'm just referring to property in particular because that's my area of expertise. I can teach you all of my strategies that I've learned over the last 11 years. I can tell you in depth what the details you need to succeed. And if you don't have the belief in yourself that you can do it, well, then all of that knowledge is wasted. And you're not going to take action if you don't have the belief. So I remember my first ever property development deal that I did when somebody told me about this strategy that I could use, which was using vendor finance and that I didn't need a deposit to buy the property. I just believed them and I went out and I did it. And it's not that I didn't have the knowledge, because I got that, or at least I got the tip of the iceberg for the knowledge around that. It was more about the belief. I believed that that was possible because somebody said that it was possible. So you've got to have that for yourself. If you believe that it is possible, then you make it your reality. And the only way to make it your reality is to actually take action and go and do it. But first of all, you've got to have the belief. So the first thing that I did 11 years ago, when somebody told me you could buy property with no money down, using vendor finance, well, the first thing I started doing was looking for properties. It didn't matter about the price. Keep in mind, I didn't have really any money. I just finished university. I'd only been working for 2 months at that point. I had savings. I blew pretty much all of my savings on my car. I saw my car as my house deposit. When I sold it, I'd use all that money as a house deposit. And so my savings were very minimal. I was working in I call it a low-paid job for the amount of hours I was doing. I had the tip of the iceberg knowledge, and I just believed that I could buy a property using no money, and I just persevered over. It only took me 3 months to put together a multi-million-dollar deal where I'd never done anything like that before. I'd only been educated at school. They never taught me how to do this. They didn't teach me how to build wealth. They don't even teach kids how to save. So went from school straight to university. I kind of feel like I should have maybe had a gap year and maybe did some travel and some work during university. But I did get a taste of the workforce during my vacation, where I'd work for the company I had a scholarship with, so I'd work directly in my engineering profession. And I did get a bit of a taste for what it was like to work for 50, 60 hours a week, and it was hard work. Going from school 9 till 3, university pretty much the same, especially in first year, it's probably less than that. And then going out to the workforce and working 50 hours a week was a bit of a rude awakening. But I just had the belief, after getting just such a small amount of knowledge, that it was possible, because somebody else had already done that, had already said that they did vendor finance all of the time, and it was everywhere, it was available to anyone. And I believe that that's completely possible. Vendor finance or a creative finance deal is available to anyone. It doesn't matter whether you've never done a property deal before. You can go out and, with the right knowledge, you can go and do a vendor finance deal. You can put that together. You can do a creative finance where you're bringing on an investor or a joint venture partner. And most of it, I believe, boils down to the belief. Now, you need to have the right knowledge, and you need to develop the skill set. That may take you some time. It took me 3 months to find my deal, but then once I found the deal, well, I learned a bit over the 2 years, and I just got more knowledge in that time frame. So I learned quickly, and I can't say I learned as much as what I did in my university degree. It was definitely not as steep a learning curve as that. It was far easier. It was just a different skill set, and it was one that really involved just business skill sets that they don't teach you at school and they don't teach you at university. And without people like me sharing their knowledge, you're not going to learn it anywhere. You can do a course on how to be a property developer at university, like be a development manager or a construction manager, but that's only going to teach you the theoretical information about the ins and outs of whatever that pigeonhole item is. So if it's construction management, how to manage constructions. It's just one small piece of a broader cycle, really. So you've really got to know from end to end how property development works, first and foremost, but then you don't have to be the expert at each of those stages. You just need the knowledge on the whole lot. So I won't bang on about that much in this meeting or in this video. I just wanted to say, get the right knowledge, have the belief. Those two things combined will create action. That action will create results, and that's all you need to know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you like this video, leave us a comment. If you want to know more, or if you want me to do a specific video and answer a question that you've got, or you're unsure of something, let me know. More than happy to do a video on that. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.